All right, I'm gonna do this. My first vlog. I guess you call it vlog. Reward Travel China. About Reward Travel China. That's the first trip I did this year. Actually, my first international trip too. So Reward Travel China. First thing you gotta do is you have to get a passport. You don't have to rush it. You know, just go and apply and do it, and send off for a regular. I made a mistake and rushed it. Cost you a lot more, so just you don't have to rush it. It'll take a couple weeks to get back. Then, you know, well, I guess I should say the first thing you got to do is pay for your trip. Pay for the trip. Pay for the voucher. It is it's a legitimate company. It is a legitimate company. We did the trip. I did it back in April, and there were people that were on that trip for the second or third time. It's pretty neat. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna get to it. Anyways, I'm just gonna say you're gonna get your passport. You gotta get your visa. Now, with the visa, you can pay them to get your visa, or you can pay a company to get your visa, and it's probably worth it because unless you stay in the main city where they do the visa, like I stay in Texas, I stay in Dallas though. Well, the visa the visa is down. The Chinese visa office is down in Houston. So I did it myself. Oh, I don't want to pay $40. Well, guess what? You travel down there, visit my brother, whatever, visit family, pay for your visa, give them all the paperwork, make sure they have everything they need. Make sure you bring your copies and everything because they need the copies. They're going to tell you, I mean, if you don't have it right, they're not going to give it to you, period. So, and then they're not going to have the visa ready for like 3 days. At least 3 or maybe 3 days, 4 days, something like that. So if you're gonna stay down there, if it's somewhere you're going to visit, because guess what? If you come back home, you got to go back. So was it really worth not paying the $40 extra to go down there and pick them up? You know, where you could just still be doing whatever you want to do. Unless you're just gonna visit someone, but you'll pay $40 for someone to do it for you. You know, and versus, you know, going down there and being there for 3 or 4 days, the hotel, travel, whatever, gas. But anyways, so you got that. Now, you give all that, give them a copy of everything, and then they're gonna set you up. Now, here's the thing you gotta remember. Like I said, I'm kind of going on my memory from way back in April, but they're not going to finalize everything until it's only about a month before the trip. I don't mean finalize it as far as you're going on the trip. You're going on the trip. You're going to go. You have your seats and stuff, but they get a discount from the airline. So the airline is not going to say, okay, well, here's these guys' seats, numbers, or assignments until maybe 2 or 3 weeks before your flight. But just know that if you pay for it in advance, you're definitely going to go. We went. Everything worked out. Everybody talked about it on the trip. It's cool. So now that you know that part, let's get on to the travel part. I'm going to make it kind of quick if I can. So when you get there, you know, like I said, you go to the airport. Once you get all your information, go to the airport, you get on your flight, you're going to see some other people there. You're not going to know it. You're going to see them because they're going to be on the same flight, but you're not going to know who you're going to be with, probably who's flying, who's going to be in your group until you get to China. When you get to China, there'll be people there standing there with, I guess you would say, a car antenna where you extend it out with their Rewards Travel China flag on there. So you'll be like, okay, well, guess what? It's going to be a lot of people. It was like at least 5 or 6 groups, and I'm talking about bus loads, like the RV buses, not the RV, but you know what I mean, the tour buses. That's what the tour buses. It's gonna be probably about. It was like 3 or 4 tour buses, you know, different groups, and then you just get with them. They'll ask you where you came from, what city or whatever, and then they'll kind of group everybody together, and then you get on the bus with your luggage, and then you know, go into your hotel. Nice hotels. All of them have a breakfast buffet. It's up to you to get up early enough to go eat because they pretty much got everything planned for you. When you get up, you go eat your breakfast. The buses are ready. The tour buses are ready to go. They jump on the bus and they go. They take you places. They speak English, but everybody else, a few people at the hotel may speak English, but other than that, nobody else speaks English. Their transit system in China you know, Beijing, and I mean, it's so easy. You got to make sure you push English, but it's so easy, and it's only a couple dollars. I mean, a couple of their dollars. So guess what? That's not even $1 for us to travel on it. It gets like two of their dollars or whatever. So it's real cheap to travel around. It's just you know, try to plan ahead. Try to figure out what you want to do. You can go shopping. You can go do whatever. But they're going to definitely have the itinerary. And if you pay for everything, you're going to go with them. Or if you decide you want to go off on your own, like me and my wife did, you're going to, you know, go off on your own. But keep in mind the subway systems and the directions, getting directions there, it's going to be pretty hard because they don't speak English. They do not speak English. A lot of people do not speak English. I think on the streets, we didn't run across nobody that speak English. If they did, they were playing. Like if we would say, you see somebody and you say, hola, or you say, you know, you speak to them, and then they start talking a different language, you know, they start conversating. That's what they'll do. They'll just laugh because when they say hi, hello, and you say hi, how are you? Then they start laughing and walking away. They don't know no more. That's all they know. So anyways, it was a pretty fun trip. It's very interesting. You get to go see a lot of stuff. It's probably better to go and do all of the stuff that they got, especially the main attractions, because they're going to have everything set. There's a lot of walking. So I just want to make sure I stress that, because it is. I mean, going through Tiananmen Square, it seemed like I swear, I don't know, it seemed like it was like 2 miles long, and it's only a one way you go through, you know, take all the pictures and everything. But it seemed like it was like 2 or 3 miles. And then if you're not on the tour with the buses, when you come out, you're on the other side, you know, you can catch the bus or different things, but trying to get back to the train, you know, getting to the train system. Let me talk about that real quick. The train system is so different because it's not very obvious. Like here in the U.S., you go places, it's obvious. You see the subway, you see the stairs right at the end of the street on the corner. But with their transit system, you pretty much got to look. They don't put it right off of the street. It's actually back a little bit. So you could be walking down the sidewalk like me and my wife was, and walk right past the stations. Because it was like a blue box. I wish I should have took pictures. I'm so sorry. Should have took pictures of the entrances. But they're like a box. They're like a building, a small building, and they're not on the corners. They may be in the middle of the block, and they may be off the block. You know, they may be like some steps going over to it, but you're walking up down the sidewalk, and unless you just know where going to a foreign country, they're not very good at giving you directions. They'll point that way and then that way. You know, so like I said, it's fun. It's a good experience. You can probably buy a SIM card, which is what I should have did. SIM cards will help out a lot when you go overseas. Get a foreign SIM card, bring an unlocked phone, and it helps out a lot because number one, or you can pay. I think AT&T charge an extra $10 a day, but I don't know about the other companies. But because Facebook don't work over there, Google don't work, it's blocked unless you got. I mean, if you got the AT&T plan and they unlock, you know, you pay for the international plan, it'll work on your phone. But if you get the SIM card from them, even though you got an international, you get a phone, Google is blocked. Okay, Google Maps and all that is blocked, but they have other things that you can use. So I guess I'm trying to say, I think I covered everything that I could cover. The trip was fun. The food is good. The breakfast buffet is really good. It's a lot of everything. It's more than enough. More than enough. The hotels are really nice. The guides are nice. The people are nice. Oh, probably would say bring you a thermos because everything over there, so you can get ice. Because they'll give you ice at the hotels and different places. But over there, they don't really drink cold stuff. I mean, they'll have maybe something in a cooler. They have some drinks in the cooler, but ain't gonna be no ice in there. It may be they just don't believe it. I said, they have beer, they have Cokes and different things, but it's not gonna be ice cold. It'll be a little cold. So, and it does get hot over there too. go, and we went in April, and it was pretty warm. It was, you know, it was pretty warm. It was like in the high 80s, you know. So it was pretty warm, you know, walking around and everything. So, you know, bring your thermos or whatever, but you could buy one there. We actually bought a Yeti, a couple of Yetis, I mean, 64-ounce one, and another one for, I think I gave, what, 100 yen, which is only about $16, $17, I don't know. But you can buy stuff over there pretty reasonable shopping. It's just that the shopping is, they're pretty aggressive. If you walk by shop and you don't look, they won't bother you. But if you walk by shop and look, they're coming. They speak English there. You know, shopping. They speak a lot of English there. They're, oh, come by. Don't hurt the look. Just come by. Come look. Come look. They'll pull you in the shop, and if you try to leave, they'll try to pull you back in there. It's not like they're not being mean. They're just trying to make some money. So it was fun. It's funny. You laugh and they're laughing, and you know, it's a good experience. It was really nice. Rewards Travel China was a very good company. They don't talk that much to you. I mean, they just strictly business. You know, you just check back with them. Once you give them all your information, they give you a confirmation number, then you're good to go until they get your seats. And I kind of was nervous. I kept checking with them and kept calling them every other week or every week, because, you know, we booked in January or February, and we didn't leave until April. So I kind of just kept checking with them, but they're a legitimate company. They're gonna take you to the places that they, you know, you're gonna go see the, you know, pearls and Jade Factory and tea factory, green tea factories, and, you know, you get to go. You know, it's actually a legitimate company, and it's a good experience. You may want to do it again. I do. I want to go back again. So I just wanted to, you know, put that up there for people who maybe see, because I didn't see nothing for Reward Travel China when I first was going. I seen their advertisements or their little videos, and but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It was cool. It's cool going to China, and it's pretty neat. You know, looking at everything is pretty modern. You know, they got a lot of stuff. You know, it was, and even on the last day where there was nothing really planned, we went to the airport and checked our bags, and then we took the train back. You know, the bullet train or whatever, the speed train, and, you know, went shopping, because our flight didn't leave till like 9 o'clock that night or something, 8 or 9 o'clock. So we kind of went back out, hung out, had a good time, you know, and still looked around. You know, and it's actually it's fun there. Probably needed more than that amount of time there, but it's good to get a little taste. And that's what they really do. They give you a taste. They should call it a taste of China instead of Rewards Travel China. But anyways, it's pretty nice. Even though it's supposedly 10 days, it really is about 8 days, 7 days, whatever. It's a taste of China, which is pretty cool. The different places you go is pretty cool. You know, it's nice.